Hi, my name's Lindsay and I'm a registered dietitian at Eskenazi Health. Today I'm going to show you how to make an Asian power bowl with edamame and soba noodles with a spicy peanut sauce. We're going to begin by boiling the soba noodles. Soba noodles are also known as buckwheat noodles, and despite their name, they're not actually made from wheat. So if you or somebody in your family is trying to avoid gluten, these are a good option. Soba noodles are also high in lysine, which is an amino acid that our body needs, and it is not as high in regular noodles, so these are going to be a good option for that. While the noodles are boiling, we can start by preparing the peanut sauce. So we'll take about a 1-inch piece of ginger and chop this up. Ginger is really high in anti-inflammatory properties, so it's a really great way to flavor your food without adding any sodium, fat, or calories in a way that's healthy. We'll also add 1 clove of garlic. Garlic is going to be really similar to ginger in that it's very anti-inflammatory, and it contains some components that are really helpful for lowering blood pressure and cholesterol. So we're going to put these in a bowl. Along to this, we're going to add half a cup of peanut butter. Peanut butter is going to add most of the flavor of this sauce, and it's very high in unsaturated fats that are your good heart-healthy fats. They also will help you feel full after eating this, and they're going to contain a lot of nice plant protein and some fiber. Next, we're going to add the juice of half of a lime. Lemon and lime and other citrus fruits are really helpful for adding more low sodium flavor to a dish. Next, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. We're using low sodium soy sauce here. Then a 1/4 teaspoon of some red pepper flakes. If you or someone in your family does not really like spicy food, then you can certainly just use less of these. And if you are someone who does like spicy stuff, you can add a little bit more. And then lastly, we're going to add about half a cup of water. We're going to whisk this all together. You can use more or less water depending on the consistency that you want your sauce to be. And this sauce is also something that you can make ahead of time, and it keeps really well in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days. I'm going to set that to the side. Next, we're going to work on cutting our vegetables. So first, we're going to grate some carrots. Carrots are really high in beta-carotene, which is a phytochemical that's really great for eye health. Next up, we're going to slice a red pepper. Okay, next, we'll move on to our purple cabbage. Then we'll chop up our green onion. And then lastly, we're going to chop up our broccoli. Cruciferous vegetables also contain cabbage, kale, cauliflower, and they are nutrient powerhouses. They are essentially superfoods that are going to be really, really important for heart health. They can help naturally lower blood pressure and cholesterol. They can sometimes be a little hard on your gut and can be a little hard to digest. So starting with small portions or sometimes cooking them can make them easier to digest. Now that our soba noodles are cooked, we will drain those. So I just finished draining the noodles, and before we assemble the bowls, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown sugar to our peanut sauce. We're not gonna add much, just a couple teaspoons, just to add a little bit of sweetness. And it will help kind of balance out some of the spicy kick that we get from the red pepper flakes. Just whisk that all together. Now we'll assemble our bowl. So we'll start by adding a couple handfuls of fresh spinach leaves. And if you don't have spinach at home, you can use any other sort of leafy green. You can use kale or collards or turnip greens, or you could even get creative and use like shredded Brussels sprouts instead. Then we're gonna add about half a cup of our cooked and drained soba noodles, and then about half a cup of shelled edamame. They are just immature soybeans. A cup of shelled edamame contains about 18 grams of plant protein, and they're also pretty high in fiber. Then we're just gonna start adding in our vegetables. So we've got our carrots, our purple cabbage, broccoli, our pepper strips. Then we're gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of green onion. Then we're gonna add some sesame seeds. And then lastly, we're going to finish our dish off by drizzling it with some of our peanut sauce. For a little extra crunch, you can also add some sugar snap peas. And then it's completed. This is our Asian power bowl with edamame and buckwheat noodles with a spicy peanut sauce.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the cooking demonstration today. These videos are a project of Indie Veg Fest with generous support from Eskenazi Health. Indie Veg Fest is a small, local, nonprofit organization that aims to educate the public on the benefits of a vegan lifestyle. For more information and for the recipe that you saw today, plus additional resources, you can visit indievegfest.com.